Okay, guys, they come. I will be just admitting them to join. Okay, so in the previous class, what we have learned, I stopped logo designing. Okay, so today we'll be doing some proper way of logo designing, and meanwhile, I am giving you some practice exercise work. Okay, so you are doing circles and all. Okay, now try to practice some of the exercise work what I am giving you to make your sketching practice much better. Okay, so cursive writing S. Okay, so same way S S S S S S, and reverse it same way S S S, means you are trying to learn the control of this S. Okay, so you are trying the controlling of this. Fine, and again start from here S S S S S, and again reverse. Okay, fine. So try to maintain this. So you have to maximize your number of repetitions. Okay. So in this way, this is one exercise you have to do, drawing S. And the other one is make a circle, draw a circle, draw another circle, okay, and draw one more circle. Okay. So start from one side of the circle, and your this thing should go in this way. Okay, try to get as round as possible. Okay, I'm just drawing very brighter so that you can see properly. Okay, so this is one of the practice. Fine. So these two try to practice in newspaper. Okay, so I'm just erasing it. Now, to do anything, to do any production work or any work, we have three departments. Okay, one is pre-production. Okay, the second one is production, and the third one is post production. Okay, so we got these three: pre-production, production, and post production. Okay, so now what is pre-production and what is production and what is post-production? In brief, we'll be discussing further. So for now, you have to just think what is pre-production means. Now, what is our task? Logo designing. Okay, so we have to design a logo. So to do that, we plan how to design a logo from where we will be starting our research. Okay, I'm speaking about pre-production. So we have to plan. The planning of this logo design is done in pre-production. Okay, planning, budget, everything. So here I'll write planning, budget. Okay, so here what type of software you have to use to do the logo designing. Okay, and what is the purpose, what audience you have to target. Now for example, if logo is belongs to food, then you have to target the food lovers, right? Whether it is a non-veg people or vegetarians, you have to target that. So likewise, so target audience. Okay, so you have to plan it, you have to budget it, you have to see within the budget. Okay, and you have to do some research. So these all things comes under pre-production. What is a part of production means where in which software you will be designing this logo. Means first of all you'll start with paper. Okay, paper and pencil. You'll start with paper and pencil. Next, after getting that rough work, you will go with software. Okay, then after coming to the software, you will give the final output. Okay, so just a second guys, some interruption happened. Okay, so these are the 3 points you will be doing in this production. And post production means refining. So the refining of that product, so that comes under post production. And briefly this pre-production, production and post production will be discussing in further classes tomorrow, or else next class on Tuesday we'll be discussing. Okay, so now we have to plan. First of all, if we go with the plan, we have to see for what we are designing. Okay, so for example, let's take we are designing for food. Okay, so we are designing for food company or shop or any firm. Okay, any entrepreneur. So we are designing for food company, for example, if you believe. Now, is it a product based design or else completely you are showing the brand of the company? So that also we have to see. Okay, so they says no, we want only product based design of that logo. Okay, so we'll be designing on product based. Okay, so this food company, for example, we believe it's like vegetarian. Okay, it's a vegetarian food company if you think. Okay, so now first point what we got is vegetarian food company. Okay, next, second thing, what is their budget, that we have to discuss. Okay, so what is their budget? For example, they tell us budget like, you see, 30,000. Okay, so 30,000 is their budget. Third thing, target audience, target customers. So whom we are going to target? So those are vegetarians mostly. Okay, so we are going to target mostly the vegetarians because it's a vegetarian based food company. Okay, that doesn't mean that we are not going to target non-vegetarian, but we are going to target vegetarians. Okay, so this is our main thing. It's a veg food company. Okay, now budget is 30,000 and target audience are these veg people. All right, and next, locality. So we have to see on which locality it is based, the company, and what product, till what extent they can reach their product. Okay, so that also discussion comes there. Fine. So these all things we have to imagine. And next, now our task is to design the logo for this. So we have to do some R&D, means research and development. So how we start a research? First of all, we'll be discussing the history of company. And a company kottaga bettara, if not it's an old company, or it has a very major success from past years. So these all things we'll be discussing. And one more thing, we'll be asking them, for example, like how you got the success. Okay, means which product made your company successful. Okay, so these things are very much mandatory. For example, he will tell uh, the product like some some noodles. So these noodles made them successful, if they say. Okay, so we have to consider this point, because the success the company it got by this noodles. So it means that in our design, some part should give a retroness of that noodle. Okay, so some part should get inspired by that noodle. So we should assume that some noodles type of structure is there. So the people who are watching your design should feel that. Okay, next. After going history of the company, if any things, any words related you find, so we have to also relate with the people's history. Like for India, for example, you are selling for India. I told you the locality. Okay, you are selling for India, or you are selling for some particular state. It's only occupied till its coverage was only till the state. So we have to see the boundary of that company, till where extent it can reach their product. And later on we have to decide, okay, this is the locality, so which audience we are going to target. Okay, and on that base, for example, you think you know let's go with Himalayas. Okay, some you can say Himachal Pradesh, HM. Okay, Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh consists of Himalayas, right? So this is one of the point we got in our logo design. So how many points we got? Totally 2 points. One is noodles, another one is Himalayas. Okay, so that's how you are doing research. So based on this, okay, noodles and Himalayas, how to start a design. Okay, and you have to think more, you have to ask more, you have to speak with those customer or the client. Okay, so these all things you have to do this research, and then you have to develop one theme. You have to develop one theme. Okay, so based on that theme, now yesterday I have told you 2 points, right? I think Udaya, you heard yesterday I told you 2 points. One is abstract and another one is retro. So can you explain? Can you tell anything about it? Yesterday itself I have explained on that. Okay, you got disconnected, I guess. No issues. Okay. So on this theme, some connectivity problem, guys. So no problem. So yesterday I have explained in the previous session about abstract or else retro. Okay, so these two topics I have explained. Now we have to choose one theme. Are you going with the abstract completely with your imagination, or are you going with the retro, means with the references like noodles and Himalayas and all? Okay, so now let's go with the retro, as the company has some history, because abstract means that's completely your visualization. So company has some history, so based on that we are taking some references and we'll be designing some logos. Okay, so let's go to the next page. All right, now the first thing is Himalayas. The next shape is noodles. Okay, so these two points we got, and it's a vegetarian company, and we have to also see what is the name of the company. Okay, we have to also see what is the title of the company, name of the company. For example, the company is starting like Raj Noodles. For example, we believe it's Raj Noodles. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4. Combining these 4 points, we have to make a design. Okay, so by combining these 4 points, one is Himalayas, the noodles, veg, and Raj noodles. Okay, so let's do some small rough work. I told you rough work is very good. Okay, so let's think that some R is there. I am just doing some rough. Okay, some rough design. So R, this is what design I'm doing. Okay, fine. Next, in this I want to include the mountain and noodles. Okay, and also some vegetables. Fine. So we have to think what vegetable will suit for this. Okay. So let's go with some other design. Yeah, no issues. You got disconnected, no problem. So now what I'm doing is I will simply erase this part, and instead of that shape, okay, instead of that bold box rectangular shape, I will try 2 or 3 varieties of shape. Okay, so let's go with Control C and Control V and E, and I'll just put this aside so that for my safety. Now we'll be learning this software soon. Okay, Photoshop software, don't worry. So some mountain like structure. Okay, right? So we made some mountain like structure. Now, here in this portion, you see in this portion, I am thinking of making some noodles. Okay, so let's start designing of that. All right, 1 second. Control X, Control V. We take it there, putting up. All right. So all right. So let's take this one, we and put it here. So I'll do this here itself. Okay. Now I'm just erasing this portion, and from here I'm doing some noodle type of structure. Okay. So if I zoom in so that you can see properly, now you are able to view, I guess. Okay. And now there is a small issue here. This is not looking like exact noodles. Okay, we are believing it's like noodles shape also, but it's not looking exactly. To confirm that, how we can confirm a noodle? This is looking like hair also. Okay, so how we can make this as a noodle? Now if I place, instead of this box, if I place one, fork, okay, then definitely ఇప్పుడు మనది 1 second. Oh, images. So always take reference. Okay, here I am taking reference. Okay, so reference C. Now, if you see this, for example, this pic. Okay, it's taking little time. Sorry, some network connection issue. So if you see the first pic, there you have this form and noodles stuck into that. Okay, so if I create, yeah, here you got. So if I create the right side one, you can see it has been enlarged. Yes. Now, if I create this fork instead of that box, then definitely they will believe that those tiny hair-like things are called as noodles. Okay. So we have to do few confirmations so that we cannot confuse our audience. Okay. So let's take a copy of this. I'm just taking a copy of this and just saving it so that in future there won't be any problem. Now I'm zooming in and so see the 4. I'm just trying to draw the 4. Okay. Now if you can say by looking this 4, it seems like noodles. Okay. Yeah, it seems like noodles. Now here what we will do, we will make one dish like structure, some round plate. Okay, let's make some round plate. I'm just trying to draw those noodles falling into that plate. Okay, so it looks like R. All right, it also looks like R, and also we are able to draw all the requirements like wedge, mountain, noodles, and the starting name R. Okay, so this is just a rough work what I have designed now, just a rough work. Okay, so you have to refine that, this rough work. So this is how we design logos. Okay, this is how we design logos. So now R, I'm trying to give some sorry. We go with the new layer. Okay, I'm trying to give some outline for that. Just trying to give the outline. Okay. So we'll be doing some filling. Just take some good orange color, some light orange color, and we'll do some filling. Select some brush. We'll go with this whistle. So this, designing and drawing, it takes some time. Okay, so I'm just trying to speed up. Just making it very fast and rough. Okay. And just going with the tips. Okay. Again, adding some light blue. Because they are mountain-like structures. Okay. So going with the cyan and the steel and giving some structure to the spoon. Okay. And going with dark brown. Okay, so likewise, you see, so this is the design. Okay. So this is rough. We can say this is rough. Okay. So this is a rough design. So we will be finalizing this design and just giving to the client. Okay. So any doubts, please post me. So let's end the class here, and again we'll continue tomorrow with few other points, and later on we'll be discussing about what I have spoke regarding this production pre-production unit. Okay. Okay, guys. So see you all, and any doubts, please post in the group, and keep updating anything about those group and all. Okay. So try to call your friends also, right? And please tell your even other what do you say batchmates to join. Okay, okay guys, take care, see y'all.